So, it's 2021, we hear the tragic news of Kentaro Miura passing. And soon we hear the good news that his best friend and well-experienced mangaka Koji Mori and his team will take care of continuing the story of Berserk. At first impression, to our surprise, they proved that they are capable of coming close to recreating the beautiful detail that was distinctive for Miura's art. They seem to have a good understanding on what is the substance of the story. They proved to be fans of Berserk. But Miura was a mastermind, the cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop! I'm on my way. On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. Nobody does it better.
And it's virtually impossible to replicate the twists of the story and complex character development plots. Since the last chapter Miura wrote that finished with Griffith's tears, some art panels seemed a bit off. The level of dialogue is not quite there anymore. The characteristic depth of past events is sadly gone, and characters' interaction and relations seem less detailed. The pacing of the story, it looks a bit rushed. For example, the meeting between Guts, Saint Casca and Griffith creates such opportunity for an epic dialogue that could become an instant classic. But there's nothing, not to mention a fight. It could be some great battle, but it's absent. Those problems make me wonder how and when will they tackle so many topics that fans create theories, points of analysis, etc. Like, what about the Godhead? Will we ever see them fighting, getting killed? Will Skull Knight ever get his revenge on Void? Skull Knight's story and origins. It's like the most interesting topic out of them all. The relation between Zod and Skull Knight. What happened to Izma? Is she ever gonna come back? What about Silat, Bakiraka brothers, and General Daiba? What about Luca and her gang? What about Erika? The Moonlight Child. What is gonna happen to him, as this might be the most difficult task to create a satisfying outcome? What about the Apostles' army? Zod, Ervine, Grunbelt, Raskas, and Locus. When are they gonna get wrecked? When will they fight our protagonists? These are the topics that you probably need 100 chapters to conclude. And I'm not gonna lie, it's painful to see the quality downgrade in each scene of each chapter of Berserk. Overall, I'm just worried that the story looks rushed. Looking at last chapter number 376, the Kushans counter-attack on Falconia, I think it might be the final stage of Berserk. And that's obviously too quick, as there are too many plots that need to be explored. Maybe that was the plan since the start, to rush towards the end and give the fans a conclusion as soon as possible, with spending the lowest amount of resources. But that should not be the case. Berserk just cannot have a half-baked ending. To solve all the storylines above, and considering the timestamps of chapters being released, Berserk would need to continue for at least next decade. While I'm very grateful that they stepped up to the task of finishing this glorious story, and they are the best equipped to do that. As Mori was a close friend to Miura, I will always be very suspicious towards every story plot they come up with, thinking that Miura would just do it better. And that's a feeling I can never shake off. We all hope for every thread Miura started to at least be concluded, right? And what if they would like to add something new, to create something of their own? That might be problematic and really damage the trust from many fans.
Are you guys booing me? Are you guys? You better not boo me. I tore my ass off. You.
Obviously, the Studio Gaga deserves our support as we all want the best possible quality of each upcoming chapter. Mori's team took on an impossible task of recreating Miura's art, and there always will be some scrutiny because people care very much. But in the end, the team has shown is capable, and I can't wait for the chapters to come. Miura said that Berserk's ending is going to be bittersweet, and Mori might be the only person on Earth that knows how the story is supposed to conclude. In the end, Berserk is Miura's life's work, and I'm glad that someone close to Miura will see it to the end. The downfall is real, it was inevitable, but I still hope that they are fully committed towards finishing every part of the story, every detail that can be found in Miura's work, and then I will say that post-Miura Berserk is the best thing we could ever get out of this situation. Rest in peace, Kentaro Miura. Thank you for watching, and please consider liking and subscribing.